as shit. I went back to Texas. Ate so much brisket, I was perpetually full, okay? You ever have a hangover for 3 days in a row? It's kind of like that, but with food. And, yeah, I'm fat, man. And I'm glad I got to see my family. They make us this size over there. I brought my son to his fucking home. Oh, shit, my monologue just fell. I brought my son back home to see his grandparents. It was really great. He's 1.5 years old. And I hadn't seen anyone either, okay? And everyone's fucking calling me all weekend. They want to see him. They don't want to see me. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I made the little fucker. You guys haven't seen me in a year either, okay? But what are you going to do? I tried to leave. My dad wanted to keep him. He's a real Trump voter, too. I'm Mexican. He's over here trying to take my kid and shit. To the bone, man. Speaking of which, did you guys know that Jeff Sessions is the reason that they're doing this to these little Mexican kids? Yeah, man. They're over here putting them in abandoned Walmarts with foil blankets, unironically looking like burritos and shit. Like, it's ridiculous. And both Sarah Huckabee and Sessions both say they reference Bible quotes. Something about laws and rules. I remember that part of the Bible where they say you have to lock up all the Mexican babies. Yeah, I remember that part. Yeah, sounds about right. Let's see here. What's going on next? What's that guy's name?
Paul Manafort.
Paul Manafort. Thank you, Eric. Eric is a fucking producer of the show. He's doing good. Paul Manafort. He's in jail now for citing the next trial for accepting bribes from Russians. So now they're going to put Manafort in a fart full of men that he can't get out of. And, Donald Putin can't get you out either, man. He's not going to fucking pardon you. I'm sorry. Jeff Sessions destroyed protection from Obama saying that cops couldn't take assets if you're only suspected of a crime. So now they can. I mean, it's not that they haven't already been fucking doing it, but now they can. And, it wasn't too long ago Sessions said he was going to officially study weed, and now he just wants to take it all. What a little fucking asshole, man. Not cool, but what are you going to do? He said that, bad people do it. I'm sure he wants it all for himself now. But anyways, guys, that's the news. Let's get to this show. We got a good fucking show for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got very special drop-in comedian Ron motherfucking Bush in the house.
Yeah.
We got Stephen Briggs in the house. He's gonna kill it. Another comedian, very funny guy. We got Glenn Bolton, he's a musical guest, but he's also a comedian, and we might get to see a little bit of both tonight. And we got Jeff and Luke, the Funny World guys, my very special guests. They're coming in from last season. They're going to catch up and tell us about what's been going on with them.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you say? Make some noise. Let's get this show started. Yeah. Your special guests for the evening, Jeff and Luke from Funny World. Make some fucking noise. What's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. You notice any changes from last season?
Dope ass garage.
Yeah. You like that shit?
Yeah.
It's a garage studio when the green screen's up,
Exactly.
right? So, you guys been busy since I last seen you.
Oh yeah, man. We've been busy. Hey, you wanna start up? We got something of our own here.
Well,
We got this little
special.
super
Did you
cake.
bring us?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Little
What do we have
glass,
here?
you know,
Look at the fucking size of that blunt. All right,
yeah,
look at it's a joint rather.
Spark
pretty
up.
beefy,
Yeah.
dude.
You know, get that.
Oh
You got a
boy.
lighter?
Yes, please. There you go.
Awesome.
So, Jeff, right?
Yes, sir.
You guys are doing, what is it? A show. It's a mini-series.
Mini-series.
Yeah, and it's on your website over at Funny World.
Yes, sir.
And tell us about your page in general. What do you guys produce? What type of videos do you give out?
We do, obviously, we're Funny World, so we do comedy videos. We do dramas, and we do inspirational videos. We're also still doing the cannabis commercial, like we talked about last time.
Right, and so you've been doing cannabis commercials just like you specialize in that type of thing. You pitch just for products.
Yeah.
I love that shit, And who have you guys gotten to work with?
Well, we've worked with
Brown,
Miss
OG,
Excellent.
Mrs. Excellent.
Oh, she's great.
We've worked with Funky Feel Tip.
Is that
We got
yeah?
one of their
That's
glass
what
tips on us right now.
that's what that is, a glass tip.
Yeah,
Mhm.
his last
Oh
tip.
shit!
We
And so
did,
you guys
uh,
made a video for the glass tip? Is that how it
Oh
worked?
yeah, we did
Yeah,
one for
did-
Bong Fresh Official.
Yeah, Bomb Fresh Official, the
Yeah.
cleaning supply. So
And what y'all do is y'all pitch the concept of the commercial for the product. You shoot it yourselves, and you usually act in it as well.
Oh yeah,
Well,
we
yeah,
shoot it
yeah,
in our own,
we're
like
kinda
kind of
good
our own
with that.
confined little
Yeah.
space like this. You know, it's
Yeah.
just like
Very
you have your own.
professional shit.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so tell us about your show on the same channel. It's
Def, yeah, man, Def. It's this deaf janitor, and he's like his passion's a filmmaker, and it's just you're seeing it like through, his life, like the struggles and stuff of his life, and you're kind of like, you can really relate to it, just like how we're all kind of going through, our own struggles. So you kind of seeing this life like with him through his eyes. This is a character him and I created, like basically it's kind of him and I, but just like through our own pain, through our own struggles.
Based on our own
created-
experiences,
Yeah.
we kind of created.
You
it.
experienced this shit? I caught an episode, and there was like
Oh, yeah.
bribery and hookers and shit.
Well,
That's
you know,
real
it's
shit, huh?
all,
It's all like kind of through like our emotional, like
yeah.
And
like
someone's deaf in the
experiences and stuff.
episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just have different histories of that,
Mhm.
side to it. So
And you know what I saw? I caught. I don't know which episode it was, but I really dug that right there. I saw someone hitting the bong, and you guys didn't really make a big deal out of it. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like
Oh.
Yeah.
your characters just
Yeah.
they smoke weed and like it's
Yeah.
just a part of them, right? It's like
Yeah,
anything
absolutely.
normal,
Yeah.
anything you're fucking doing,
Yeah.
just to kill
normal
time.
life, honestly.
Mhm.
Just like shit that here you get double.
Hit that on.
That's
Try that
right.
out.
So this right here is a glass tip. I
Yeah,
love
try
it.
that glass tip. It's
Yeah.
different.
And so you guys are doing new episodes every week.
No, not every.
Not
week.
every week.
No.
It's more
It's
sporadic
like kind
now.
of sporadic. 'Cause
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
We're
And
gonna
when did
do-
the last one come out?
the lighter. You got
Mm.
Oh, it's like where's the lighter?
Oh
You
no,
got
I'm
the
not having a lighter. Shit. Oh, there it
Oh,
goes. Oh,
shit.
fuck. Thanks, Eric.
lighter?
I like this glass tip. And when can we look forward to your next episode?
In the next few months, we're actually we like to spread it around a little bit at Funny World. So we're actually going to do an original music video
Yeah.
next called "Staying Lit." Original with one of our characters that's actually already been featured on the channel.
Oh
The
shit.
character is J Lit. So we're gonna do an original rap video.
Yeah.
We're gonna write it, direct it, film it ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Get all the people
Alrighty.
involved. Yeah.
Well, fuck yeah, that's badass. I'll keep my eyes peeled for that.
Oh yeah, you'll know when it comes out, man.
Oh god. Well, guys, you want to promote anything else before we go? Tell them where they can find you at.
Yeah, man. Funny World, man, on
Yeah.
YouTube. Check us out.
www.youtube.com/user/funnyworld.
No, on
With the
Instagram as
U.
well.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah.
These guys are
Oh,
fucking
we gotta say
hilarious.
that with the U.
With
The
the U.
U. For you, it's the U.
Yeah.
We're thinking of
Funny
you.
World.
Funny world. The world is you.
We put you in the world.
We just make some trippy ass shit, man. That's what I gotta say. We just want to fucking just keep doing what we do. So that's
And
it.
you guys are killing it, man. Guys, make some noise for the guys from Funny World. Put your hands together. Yeah. Stephen Briggs!
Very nice guitar playing. I like it.
Yeah, Norman Davis.
Nice. How long you been with the group? Well, you just kind of solo act.
This whole thing?
Yeah.
Since the beginning, dude.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Will they give you a little camera time? Because I noticed. You got no camera time. And I think you deserve it. Because
It's not about me.
hey, well, I think it is.
Not everything.
Yeah. You can't. I saw they passed you the blunt, but I'm like, come on, give them some screen time as well. You have some of the best hair in the game here right now. I was jealous. I was looking. I was like, that man has luscious locks. I was very jealous because my hair is not good.
That's fine.
I don't really like it. I don't know. My girlfriend doesn't like it. She was making fun of it. She told me she felt like she was having sex with Bob's big boy. And I was not proud of that. I actually.
There's people that would kill for that honor.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. You know, but where do you go to go get your hair cut?
I got two little Mexican ladies in Temple City. That
Two people work on your hair at once? That's why it's so glorious.
It takes them 5 minutes. They charge me $8. I've been going there for the last like 15 years or something now.
Oh, that's awesome. So you have somebody you're loyal to, and I just don't. I just go wherever I'm at, and I try to get a haircut, and it doesn't. I don't ever like what they give me, because like that. I know what that is. That's like,
I comb it straight back in the
see,
morning.
you don't even know what that's called. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what any haircut's called except for this man right here who has spiked hair. That's all I know. And I know that because everybody wanted that in middle school. That's how I know that haircut right there. Up at top, okay. This mic gets angry and heckles you.
It's because you move around. You can't move.
Oh, you gotta stay still. I've got ADHD, so I just have to move.
When it's not buzzing, then you just stay right there.
Okay, perfect. This is the first time I've been taught how to use a mic. Oh, you guys got a picture of Boom on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I ran into him when I was walking through the Pride Parade, and he ran up on me, and he goes, "Let me tell you who's gay in Hollywood." And he started telling me about who everyone was gay in Hollywood. I was like, okay. And then he's like, you gotta hear this song. Maybe you pull up the song on YouTube and listen to it. He's like, a song called Everybody Gay in Hollywood. He's like, he played it for me. And he's like, you see what I'm talking? I'm like, I understand what you're talking about, Moon. And he's like, yeah. And then I'm like, this is my girlfriend. And he goes, oh, girl, don't believe him. He gay in Hollywood. I was like, okay. I'm happy I'm dating this girl now, though, because the last girl, actually, I walked in on her cheating on me. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had that happen to you. I would ask the ladies, but it's all guys here, so. I remember I walked in and saw it happening, and that's a terrible feeling, because I always thought if I walked in and I saw it happening, I'd be like, what the hell is going on? But I remember I just opened the door, I was like, oh, excuse me, and then I just shut it. I was so embarrassed. And I couldn't leave because I didn't have a car at the time and it was too late, so I just had to let him walk out, and I was like, yeah, see you later, man. There we go. Gotta shake it, you know.
That's one to add to the book. Did you see the thing he did with his hand?
Yeah. I got it. That's, from a lot of, jacking off. That's where that move came from. I was like, I know how to make it just, hit that spot, I don't know. Are you dating somebody right now?
At the moment, no.
No? Have you tried any of the dating apps?
No. I hate people.
Yeah, well, I feel like you'd crush it, though, with your hair, though, in the pictures. On the dating apps. Like, you'd get a lot of girls going, yes, I'll go on a first date with him. I don't know how good you are on first dates, but I feel like you get a lot of good first dates, because one, you look like you have a job and you have your shit together.
I have a very specific game I play.
What's that game? You sound like the guy from Saw.
I go to
like,
I go to bars, very specific game I go to bars at 1:30 a.m. And at that point, you only have to buy like one drink.
For yourself or for the girl?
Both.
Okay.
I go there and have a drink.
And
usually those conversations go pretty well. I'm usually pretty hammered too by that point.
Oh, so you show up really drunk already. That's high school style, right?
But I stay mellow.
Okay, very nice. I like that you stay mellow. I've used a few dating apps. I tried one that I really like recently called Uber Pool. It's nice. It's like speed dating, you know what I mean? You can just move on. I actually saw somebody hitchhiking recently. I don't know if you guys remember that. You remember hitchhiking?
No.
No? You don't remember hitchhiking? I mean, it might be, before your time. But I saw somebody hitchhiking, and I picked him up, and I don't know if you guys know, actually, hitchhiking was actually the original Grindr app. That's how you got dick back in the day. Yeah. You want to get laid by a dude, you just, you see a thumb up, and you're like, this is what Facebook like right here. This is about to go down, you know what I mean? I don't know how many times I've been hitchhiking, I'll get in the car, and first he'll drive me, and then, we'll stop and be like, okay, so what are we going to do? And it's like, you know what I mean? It depends on if you're attracted to the person, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I told him, listen, let's just go to a bar. It's 1:30 in the morning. We'll buy one drink. We'll be good. We can talk to some people. It's a good technique, I feel like. Yeah. What's your favorite place to eat? Where do you like to go eat?
my favorite place to eat is the stuffed sandwich in Temple City.
Oh, I haven't tried that, but it sounds like a good place after you've been smoking a joint together. The stuffed sandwich? Or like something that a guy in a porn would say to a girl, he's like, let's stuff that sandwich. That's like the move, you know?
Never heard that.
I don't know. I've never heard it either, but it just sounds like if... Well, we'll throw it out there to, Van Nuys and see what they say.
Great pastrami.
Oh, yeah?
And a better beer selection than Bedmo.
That's saying something.
Wow, one person's like, that's saying something back there. And that's saying something when you got better selection than Bevmo.
They got all of them.
They got all the beers there. You drink a lot of, I'm a big beer drinker too. Yeah? What's your favorite beer?
Off the top, Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA.
Okay, yeah, I like the IPAs too. I noticed I was drinking too much beer because the other day I was pouring water into a glass and I tilted it. I was like, no foam in this water right here, fellas.
Does your water usually have foam?
No, but that's just because when, I pour all my beer into a glass and I drink from the glass. So I was so used to it that that's like, usually I don't explain the joke. But sometimes you do, you know what I mean? I did acid for the first time. You ever done that, man?
Yeah.
I do mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms are cool too, yeah. I did, you know what, here's the thing. I didn't know acid was an outdoor activity when I did it. I did it at my dad's house. And, yeah, and I went into a room and I thought he was going to leave me alone. Like nothing. And then he knocked on the door 10 minutes later. He's like, hey, Stevie, your grandparents are here. Dude, that is terrifying because their faces already look like they're melting. Dude, you want to trip on acid? Make yourself a grilled cheese sandwich. You're just like, whoa, I'm entering Narnia right now. If anybody's watching on the live right now, we're gonna start a Kickstarter for this mic right here. Get this shit fixed. Dude, you guys have the best setup. It's like amazing, and then you have the worst mic. It's like there's duct tape on this and everything. It's like this looks like something you would use for like a beheading video. You know what I mean? It's like tape is like we don't have Radio Shack close to us. Yes, it's like this is all we have. Take it. Oh man. I don't know whose hair that is. What do you No? Okay.
Was it in the tape?
Yeah, it was in the tape.
Eric's.
No, it didn't look, it looked very luscious. I thought it was yours actually. But this is a luscious hair right here. This must be yours. When was the last person you were dating?
Like 6 months ago.
6 months ago? And then why'd you guys break up?
Because I'm poor and she lived far away.
Yeah, poor and distance doesn't work together. I noticed that. Yeah, you can't be like long distancing it when you're poor. Like the further away you have to really like enjoy somebody. And like I've been going on the road a lot lately, so the girl I'm dating now, it's kind of like put a strenuous times on the relationship. It's hard. But I told her, like people have weird, things they don't like about each other. Like, for instance, my mom doesn't like that my dad was best friends with a serial killer named David Berkowitz. Yeah, son of Sam. If you don't know, this guy went around the 70s killing people with a gun. My dad was best friends with this guy. He played basketball with him every single day. I was like, Dad, that's disturbing. Who won? He goes, Berkowitz trials is the only court he lost in. Hit him with those threes. He goes, the guy was terrible at defense, but he's a great shooter. They actually asked Berkowitz in the trial, they go, why'd you do it? He goes, there was a dog outside my window telling me to kill people. My dad goes, holy shit, that was a prank.
That's a good full circle, dude.
Oh man, it's a true story. So yeah, I can't even take all the credit for that. My dad told me that story.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh Jesus.
yeah, that's what my mom's like. Your dad's a weirdo. It's weird, but they're weird together though, because they're divorced, but they still live in the same house, but they sleep in different bedrooms. You know, and that's weird. And they'll date people and they'll bring the people over. Like my mom started dating this guy. I didn't like this guy because he's my age. Yeah, dude, I haven't liked this guy since middle school. I was like, this guy's an asshole. It's weird because my mom ended up moving him into the house. And the guy was complaining about how small the house was. He's like, oh, the house is so small, the house is so small. But then he ended up moving to a really big place called jail. Which is not weird. Everybody in my family's been to jail. I don't know if anybody's been into jail before. But my younger brother recently went to jail because he was parked in a handicapped parking spot, but he had heroin laying on the seat.
Oh.
Yeah, so the parking enforcement saw this, and they called the cops. The cops show up. My brother walks out, sees the cops there. He thinks they're there because he's parked illegally, so he starts walking to the car like this, just... And the cops are like, Jesus, he's high already. So they take him to jail, man. I go to visit him. And I pick up the phone. He picks up the phone. He goes, dude, you'll never guess who my bunkmate is. Mom's boyfriend. He's so cool. I kind of have to thank everybody in the room for that one because your tax dollars brought my broken family together. So they're living it up right now. It's good. I got an older brother too. My older brother, this guy. We run marathons together. I don't like to work out or run, but I'll jump in for a challenge, you know, if it's easy enough. Like, okay, this is not going to be that hard, you know. Because you can walk in those and nobody judges you. But he's 45 and he destroys me in these marathons because he's, like, shredded. He like his body's amazing. Like, I don't have an amazing body, okay? Like when I'm naked, I flex, it looks like a cashew. It's not sexy. Like, I wear a white beater, I immediately look like a racist. It's terrible. Like, I don't know about you, but when I go on a date with a woman, I have to wear 2 jackets because I don't want to be cold either. So, but yeah, he's super ripped, and he was making fun of me about this. He's like, why can't you keep up, man? You're a pussy. You're a pussy. That's why you can't keep up. I had to be honest with him. Like, Joey, you're my stepbrother. It's genetics, okay? Because like your dad ran away, so you know about long distance.
Shit.
It's the truth. Like, he'll come visit me. He's a nice guy and stuff like that. And last time he was visiting me, I was throwing a house party at my place, and my neighbor Jessica came over to help us set up. And she goes, you know, I got a guy coming over. I go, that's great, Jessica. And she goes, yeah, he's got herpes, so keep down the low. I didn't know this was gonna ruin the party for me. Like the whole time I was like, did he just double dip into guacamole? How many layers of the 7-layer dip can we save? Then I see him and her go in the bathroom. I know they're hooking up. I can hear them hooking up. She comes out, I go, Jessica, what the hell? You told me that guy has herpes. And she goes, I know, I gave it to him. I was like, oh no, Jessica. Why? I don't like that, man. I don't like that. I don't like when somebody's in pain back if I lend him money. I remember I lent this guy $100. He said I answered my phone calls, my text messages. I couldn't get a hold of him. I ran into him in a bar 6 months later. I went up to him and I said, hey, man, what happened to that money you owe me? He goes, there's no owing friendship. I was like, I bet you $100 right now I can get any girl before you can. I point to a girl in the back of the bar. I said, I bet you'll get her before you can. He walks up to her. In 10 minutes, he gets her out of the bar. He's got the moves. He's quick like you. You know, you only need 30 to score. You know, he moved real quick. 10 minutes, he had her out. He ended up sleeping with her. I'm a man of my word. I pay him the $100. But you see, the bet was fixed because I knew she had herpes. I was like, get him, Jessica! Get him! That's how I fight, man. Biological warfare, okay?
Cold-blooded.
Dude, I have to, you know, because I told you I got this, like, right here. Nobody's intimidated by this. Let me tell you something. I was a security guard, and everybody disrespected me at that job. Nobody took me serious because of these little arms, man. I remember a guy one time came to me and goes, hey, man, what happens if I steal that? And I go, nothing. And he goes, why not? And I go, say something cool. And he go, because mama didn't raise no snitch. Go ahead and take it. Because I can't tell, you know what I mean? No, it's like my mom is my mom's Puerto Rican, which is weird, I know, because that doesn't look like a Puerto Rican face. This looks like a face that doesn't like Puerto Ricans. And growing up, that was weird, you know what I mean? But I like my mom. My mom's like grew up in the Bronx, so she's like a hardcore type of woman and stuff like that. Like I remember one time I was walking down the street with her and my dad, and this guy ran up and he pulled out a knife, and he's like, give me the money, give me the money. And I don't know if anybody's been robbed here before or had like a knife drawn on them. That's a scary moment, you know what I mean? Because like you don't know what this guy's thinking, and you might drive him or scare him. If you scare him, he might stab you, you know? So my mom's like calming everyone down. She's like, listen, relax. I'm just gonna reach inside my purse And she reached in, she pulled out a gun. She's like, "You messed with the wrong bitch today, didn't you?" He's like, "Man, please don't kill me." She goes, "Oh, you don't tell me what to do." He goes, looks at my dad and goes, "Please tell your wife not to kill me." My dad goes, "She doesn't listen to me." She never listens to me. And that's how they ended up getting divorced. That's how it started. All right, man. I feel like this has been good. Yeah. I think we're good, right? All right, cool. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Briggs. Jesus Christ! Oh, it's so upset. It liked you though.
Oh, thanks, man. Why is it usually more mirrored?
Yeah. You whispered to it.
Oh yeah. You just gotta.
Stephen Briggs, man.
Yeah.
You're fucking hilarious.
Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate that.
So I hear that you've been doing a lot of tours and shit.
Yeah, man. I've been touring a lot lately. That's like I haven't been home that much. That's why it's like been kind of weird with like relationships, because you don't see someone for that long, and then they cheat on you or they wait for you. One of the two.
And you get to see it.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta see it. You go, "I caught you." I felt like kind of proud I caught her too, though.
It's a real moment right there. Because you could choose to kill them.
Well,
right there and then, that happens a lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's
a
true.
lot, like 5 times out of 10, maybe.
You think that high?
Yeah, half and half. I think. I don't know. I'm not a killer. I mean,
me neither. But you know what I mean. But like,
a
also, like, even if I wanted to, I don't think I could have, because this guy was a lot buffer than me. So like, what am I gonna do to him? Like, try to choke him? I can't. You know what I mean?
Just fucking.
Yeah, and also, it's like, it's not his fault. You know what I mean? Like, it's the girl's choice to decide if she wants to.
Sex is weird, man.
It's really weird, man. It's really weird. One time I actually, and the weirdest show I ever did, I accidentally performed for a swingers party.
You know what? That's not the first time I fucking heard that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, like on this show.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Like,
Other people were performing for swingers?
A couple episodes back, we had fucking, Fizza. She did the exact same thing. I think it's a Hollywood thing.
Really? Oh, no, I was in Vegas.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's 4 hours away. That's where the real shit happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was weird for me there. I didn't know. Where'd she perform at?
I don't know. She just said it was a swingers party in general.
Really? Did she know it was going to be a swingers party?
Yeah, I think she did.
Oh, I didn't know. I kind of like found out. They were just like, "Oh, it's a party. Everyone's free."
Did they laugh?
You know what? It was a really hard show because everyone's naked, and I showed up late to the show, so they had already started. So they were pissed off that they had to stop to listen to a comedy show.
They had to stop.
Yeah. Like the owner's like, "Hey, everybody, we're having comedy show. Hey, Tom, pull out. We're having comedy show." And they're like, "Ugh." So they're trying to be polite to me. They're like, "I guess we'll watch this," but they just wanted to get back to what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Like in the room they were fucking in.
Yeah.
Performing. What was that smell like? Oh my god.
Oh.
No, never mind. I'm just.
Yeah,
But
you know what it smelled like.
So other than orgies, where else have you gone to perform?
I've gone overseas and done some shows for the troops, like in Iraq and stuff.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, man. I was on the base. They were shooting missiles when I was on the base, man. I was like,
you could see it?
Yeah. I was like, holy shit. I got scared. I didn't know what was happening. I was like, ah, like running and stuff like that. And they're like, calm down, dude. Like, we're barricaded. Like, we're good,
People dying, people fucking, what are you going to do? You're going to do comedy either way, man.
I guess, yeah. We actually, when we performed in Iraq, the PA system broke. It was kind of like this, actually. Yeah, this one lasted longer, though. That one broke, and we just had to be like, "Hey, everybody, we know it's hot. You'll enjoy this."
Man. How long have you been doing comedy?
9 years, man.
9 years. That's badass, dude. Do you have any specials out? Anything online?
I have an album that's on SiriusXM Radio, and it's like on iTunes and all that stuff. It's called Whiskey Dick.
Whiskey Dick.
Yeah.
You know what? Good job. I'm surprised
Thank you.
a fucking country singer didn't snap that one.
I'm in a custody battle with Toby Keith.
That's badass. Do you have anything?
Oh, I thought that was him coming. I heard some noise.
Toby's dragging his fucking chains down the street.
Yeah, he's like, coming for you.
It's my name.
It's Kobe Teeth, actually.
Do you have anything coming up you want to promote?
Yeah, man. I release sketches every week on YouTube that I've been doing pretty well. It's just Stephen Briggs Comedy. So every week I have a new one come out. And they're all like really bizarre and weird and stuff like that. So Like there's one where I go to take a girl on a date and her dog starts having a conversation with me and he doesn't like me, so he pulls a gun on me. Yeah, and it's really bizarre. So
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's
man.
badass. We'll definitely check that out. Well, you want to stick around? We're gonna bring out some music now.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Stephen Briggs. He was fucking hilarious.
Yeah!
He's just so fucking talented. Make some noise, Glenn Bolton! Glenn Bolton, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely no mic. It ain't all about the sex. Granted, it's bomb as fuck, but what she's whipping in the kitchen's better than the taco truck. She got me awestruck. She got me in a trance. And it's more than what I see under them yoga pants. One of a kind, everything she makes is so delicious. Happy she's mine, so I don't mind doing all the dishes. A gift from heaven, she makes every day feel like it's Christmas. Came home and the brownies baked with Hershey's Kisses. She makes the best snacks.
Yes, sir.
Cookies, cakes, pies, and all of that. Don't give a fuck if I get fat. Cause she knows how to keep me coming back. Check it. Listen. Last week I had a rough day. She surprised a nigga with some Boston cream cupcakes. That's the type of shit that make me wake up feeling lucky. Haters say I'm whipped, but it don't matter what you fuck say. No way, I'm down for the whole nine. To tell the truth, my boo is sweeter than the clementines that she keeps in her purse along with the red vines. And all the sugar got me up past my bedtime. I don't mind, she's got the best snacks. I don't care if I'm getting fat.
Hey, that is getting fat, right?
Cause she knows how to keep me coming back. The cookies, cakes, pies, and all of that. But, word, I smoke hella weed. And my boo, she makes the best snacks.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Black beans in a pot.
This is for all the vegans out there. I'm not one of you. But I wrote the song for you guys. You ready?
Fresh green on top.
Turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it. Meat is murder, so I murder beats. Going hard like concrete. Fresh as fuck like spring greens. I take good shits cause I eat clean. Why you think all I eat is lettuce? Read a blog and get your shit together. And go to hell with that stinky cheddar. Give me bell peppers cause they smell better. Beef with meat, that's a no-go. I don't fuck with brisket, it cooked too slow. My diet's expensive, I beg your pardon. Got the cheapest checkup at the Olive Garden. Steak and eggs, hold the steak and fuck the eggs. I'm straight veg, won't even eat the cat cause it's like that. I don't give a fuck what my date says. Eco fresh chop, nigga. Cilantro, make it pop, nigga. Organic off top, nigga. Fresh greens hit the spot, nigga. Always hit the spot, nigga. Ain't nothing on my plate dead. Slaw cold like J-Man. Spinach leaves, I ate that. A nigga full of green like a paycheck. Green smoothie, my first meal. Getting all of my nutrients. Bragging about how good I feel. Heel clicking my shoes and shit. Grab the table, then I kick back. Cause eating vegan is where it's at. So fuck you and your baby backs from the bottom of my dick sack. That clean wine and chia seeds. Keep a nigga 100. I'm vegged out talking hella shit, so call me Kale Sunning. House nigga. Ball Sonic for a boss nigga. Y'all ain't ready to floss with us. Farm the table that cloth, nigga. Farm the table that cloth, nigga. My plate look like the Bahamas do, bro. I'm the shit, call me number 2, man. I just can't get along with you loving that meat like your mama do. The fuck is wrong with you, nigga? I'm dipping my chip in the hummus. Dipping my chip in the hummus. Up in this bitch and I'm dipping my chip in the hummus. Dipping my chip in the hummus. Nigga, that's promise. My plate look like the Bahamas do, bro. I'm the shit, call me number 2, man. I just can't get along with you loving that meat like your mama do. The fuck is wrong with you, nigga? I'm dipping my chip in the hummus, dipping my chip in the hummus. Up in this bitch and I'm dipping my chip in the hummus, dipping my chip in the hummus. Nigga, that's promise. Doing it out here for 2019.
Yeah!
God damn it.
God damn.
Oh, Jesus.
Lynn Bolton, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, make some fucking noise.
God damn.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
That was hilarious.
I'm glad the mic worked on that
By
second
chance,
act.
do we have any hummus here?
I know.
That sounds so good right now. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna dip my chip in
I
some
felt
hummus.
real healthy. I probably lost 3 pounds listening to that song. That was just wonderful, man.
Thank you, dude.
Damn.
You got emotional about it at the end, too. About
I'm
taking
passionate about
And
money.
then at the end, you hit him with a, I'm tossing salads.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally talking about tossing salads. I fuck with balsamic vinaigrette. You know, that's my shit. Yeah, I gotta keep the whistle wet. Gotta wet the motherfucking whistle out here.
Man, you're fucking.
Oh my
All right,
God.
so just so people know,
This is
I
the
mean-
shit that fucked up Forrest Whitaker's eye right now. I started getting high during my set. Now this is gonna be. This is
I
out of
told you,
control.
didn't I? Oh man. Glenn, tell me what came first, music or comedy?
Oh, music for sure. Music came first. I started learning music when I was like 8. Yeah.
And when did you start doing comedy then?
Started comedy 9 years ago.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
about the same time as Steven
Yeah.
here. And the music, I mean, you didn't start rapping right off the top, did you?
No, that actually, the rap stuff came pretty recently.
It's
Like,
very modern, man.
Yeah, like
it's great.
I grew up like just fucking around with it, you know, like just bullshitting with my friends, doing like freestyle battles, but nothing serious. And I just got this idea last summer to write a hip hop song about eating vegan, but just make it as hard as I possibly could. So, that just kind of gave birth to a whole thing.
And you actually are vegan.
No, actually,
Okay.
I mean, I've eaten some vegan food. I've prepared,
It's
some vegan meals.
It's so tasteless.
No, not the way
Some
I
of their
make
food.
Just think about growing up in a black family. Like even my vegan food is flavorful.
You
know
got
what
some
I mean?
spices in there? Because that shit
Yeah,
just
you have
comes
to,
so, like, just gray and nothing, you know? That's why I
Yeah.
never liked that shit.
You got to do it right, man. You got to do it right.
And I heard
What's
like,
one of the dishes that you do it right on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know.
For sure, this like potato and rice dish.
No.
Of course, I've got all the fixings, the sweet peppers, tomatoes.
Oh.
Pan saute them with some onions and some avocado oil or coconut oil, whatever's laying around.
Avocado oil?
Man,
I didn't even know
see,
that thing.
I'm such a lazy ass person. I microwave and oven everything.
See,
you know?
it's all about preparation.
I'm so sad, you know. I'm lazy. That's what it is. You have to have patience for that type of shit, right?
A tad bit, but for me, I don't know. I just enjoy like the art of just putting shit together. You know what I mean? Like just seeing what little ingredients I can throw in. And
Do you have a whole album about food, or is it?
yes. So it was my idea. I got this idea to like, instead of just doing the vegan song, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put together just a collection of songs that are all food themed, and call the EP "We Eatin' Out Here." I'm working on. I got about 5 songs right now.
Okay, and those
So-
two that we heard right there were exclusives from that shit right there.
Yeah, as
Oh,
well as
man.
the last song that I'm gonna do on the show.
Wonderful
is
later
off
on
that album.
tonight.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really dig that. So is there anything else like online you want to go point us to?
Yeah. So for the last song that I did, the vegan song, "Fresh Greens" is what
There's
it's
a
called.
music video for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Just look up Glenn Bolton Fresh Greens, and then it's got it's on my SoundCloud page as well, which is called Flavor Chemists.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got some instrumentals and stuff on there as well.
Do you do these instrumentals from the ground up? You make the beats yourself and everything?
Yeah.
I dig
So
that shit, man.
yeah, also everything that you guys are listening to right now, all the beats I made myself.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
This guy
This is dope.
is a fucking killer. You guys keep an eye out for Glenn Bolton. Alrighty, so stick around. Make some fucking noise for Glenn. We're gonna Ron Boy! Make some fucking noise!
Yeah.
The legendary! Oh, yes, sir!
Motherfuckers doing? Where you want me right here?
As close to the whiteboard as possible.
Whiteboard. Why the board gotta be white, man? I know it's I expect you to be a little more racially sensitive. today. You know what I mean? Got my boy Glenn up here feeling uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? By the whiteboard. My white boy over here, he's feeling uncomfortable by the whiteboard because he knows that his black friends are feeling uncomfortable by the black whiteboard. So he doesn't know what to say. He's just like, fuck. You know? That's fucked up, making put him in a bad situation. No, I have to call you out on it, you know what I'm saying? And you're Jewish. You're supposed to understand oppression. We're supposed to have a bond here. The only one who's not supposed to understand is the white man over here.
I totally understand.
And he totally understands. This is just fucked up. I'm calling TMZ.
Okay.
Right? I think this is a TMZ moment right now. You're hilarious. You're hilarious. I love the true story. You know what I'm saying? I would be screaming like a bitch too, trust me. I'm not even on the front. I'm from Philly. You know, the first rocket I would try and act like I was cool, be like, oh yeah, let me get my ass inside. Here's some protection up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But after the second one, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Jumping into the arms of some fucking hot fucking army dude. Save me. Yeah, once I realized that was a ploy. You know, you can turn on Grindr. Because I'm sure Grindr's busy in the middle of Iraq desert. It's pretty interesting too, right? Because you can see like who's there, right? You're like you're totally embarrassed. Like, oh, Johnson over it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Johnson's in barracks too. Ready to get some
Well,
fucking
there's only internet in one section, so everyone would be right there in that section that's connected. So you'd just be like, everyone, you're here.
Yeah, I remember one time I went to you know, my mother's Jamaican, so when I go there, I typically will go and stay at a resort, you know, for like 2 weeks, you know, kind of pamper myself after a visit, you know, while you're there, kind of thing. When you're and hedonism is the place where you go, where like to have spring break there, Jamaica spring break. Crazy can be fun, and I go there, and it's like couples over 55. Right. You know what I mean? I didn't find it attractive that way. You know, I'm glad. I mean, you talk about couples over 55 versus spring break. You know? So we're going to talk about this joke's about racism, because I was actually raised to be a racist. I was. You know, my dad was from the Jim Crow South. You know, raised at a time when white people could do anything to a nigga, and all they would get is a high five. You see who did that, nigga over there? High five, ding, 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 ding. They were killing the game. That's what picnics were all about. They were celebrating that shit. Right? You know. My dad used to say some racist shit to me too, you know what I'm saying, obviously. You know, he used to say some shit, you know, like, white man don't get you nothing. Wrong, but not a little tiny kid, 5 years old, first thing he was teaching me. Come here, boy. Put down that ball. White man don't get you nothing. Okay.
You have the same voice, right?
Absolutely. This is actually my mother's voice. My father's voice is much deeper. Only whales can hear it. Genetic. You know, and you know, when you grow up, you realize that that's just some stupid racist shit. You know, because you know, it's 2018. I've gotten plenty from the white man. You know what I mean? I've gotten VD, chlamydia, the crabs, especially the straight ones. You gotta watch out for them. You know, don't worry, Glenn. You're okay. I'm clean today. Every time we see each other in the parking lot is dark. You know, you kind of expect to see somebody like, what's his name, George Michael. Oh, he's dead now, so I can't joke about him. That's horrible. People will be on fucking Facebook, be like, oh, Ron's like disparaging a gay artist from the 80s who meant so much to me. Yes, but he didn't suck my dick, so I have limited care for that. And at this point, I've had so many guys suck my dick, you'd have to convince me that you did suck my dick. You know what I mean? Like, just, you know what I mean? Like, I can't guarantee that. This is not a Me Too. This is a Me Too movement for me too. I don't get sexual assault. I don't get sexual assault. You know, Bill Cosby, you're an amateur. Quaaludes, nigga. It's called good cocaine. Have you ever? No one complains about sex after good cocaine. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Right.
Never complain.
Never complain. You've never heard somebody like, he raped me after 2 8-balls. No, bitch. No, bitch. That pussy opened after 1. And same thing. Listen, I am not a sexist. My mother is. I was raised by a single mother. Hold on, smoked a lot of weed. So I do believe, and just real talk here. I complete, women's rights, the whole 9 yards. The problem I have with the Me Too movement is 2 things. One is that it excludes men who get sexually assaulted. Women sexually assault men all the time, and in the workplace and everything like that. It's nice, one thing. And 2 is that there are some lying bitches out there. I know people, I know chicks that have lied about being hit, I used to hang around a bunch of strippers in Atlanta. Just saying. Maybe my perspective is a little skewed here, but let me just go ahead and throw out there that there may be a lot of people in prison that have been falsely accused of violence, and there may be people out there who have been falsely accused, and we need to kind of look at that while we're having this discussion. I'm not saying we take anything away from the discussion. I say that we add the 2 other elements that are missing from that, because that equals equality. You know what I'm saying? It is a problem, and so it needs to be talked about. I am gay. There is no pussy that I will ever hit. I will not be hitting on you in the club. There's no flirting going on. If you have a vagina between your legs, I have no interest in sexual contact in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? And if I do, I will be the first to let you know. I will be shocked. I'll be like, oh my God, Holly Berry? Yes, Holly Berry, I will sleep with you. You wouldn't. You wouldn't sleep with Holly Berry.
I would sleep with any woman that would gladly give it to me. Like
white guys.
I appreciate it for everything.
White guys are the underserved demographic. I'm telling you, we have a problem. Niggas is getting the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in the Latins. I mean, he's like 14 years old. He got kids. You know what I mean? White guys is getting underserved. Y'all gotta up your game. I was in Salt Lake City.
My game's awful.
Oh, bro, listen. I was up in Salt Lake City, and it was just like Godzilla just coming over the mountain. Just like, it was ridiculous. And it's funny because they're trying to kick game, and it's like, goddamn, white guys' game is so bad. And that's what I love about it. It's just like, if you guys just came up with a little cue card that holds up high, my game is horrible, and then just proceeded to talk, I think it would do so much better. It would just be like, oh yes, he's acknowledging that the first 10 minutes of this is going to be awkward. And once we get past that, we can actually start talking about his fetish for fucking toy trains. They always have some weird thing that they're into. He knows he has something. Some weird little
toy
thing.
Train?
Toy train? Oh, you're into toy trains?
Toy train?
Oh,
yes.
That's fucking...
Yeah, I love toy trains, man. That's my shit. Toy trains. I get a new set every year. Add to it. Took up a whole basement full. You know what I mean? And have levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit.
That's great. Oh, God, I love white men. That's why. You know what I mean? Listen, everyone has an inner nerd, and my inner nerd plays with white men You know what I mean? And I understand white women. I'm like I said, I'm black, I'm gay, I'm the white woman, spirit animal. I get it. I know. I understand what you ladies have been suffering through. I deal with it every day myself. The difference is that I can choke and beat mine. Bondage. I was telling earlier. Hold on, I got it. Okay, so this is okay. So you guys. This is not a joke yet. This is a true story, however, and I'm going to preface this true story, and I'll finish with this. That this was, and I didn't even finish my racism joke. I didn't even get into it. Whatever. But I'm going to preface this with this. He's a really nice guy. Now, so I'm in Salt Lake City, and I'm on Grindr, right? And I meet this guy, and we're chatting, we're trying to hook up, for a few days. And I was there 3 times over the past, month and a half, doing shows. And so I was checking out of my hotel Saturday morning, and he hits me up. He's like, hey, I just got to work early. He installs sprinkler systems and, works on houses and shit like that, Hey, I just got to work, you want to hang out. I was like, damn, dude, I just checked out. I got to be in Vegas, tonight. So he's like, well, I live in Wyoming. Our brother, we commuted, so you could drive me out there and smoke some weed. I grow some weed, we can hang out. You drive from there to Salt Lake City. Let's go to Vegas. I was like, perfect. Perfect plan. They got a comedy club out there. I was like, stay there a little later, check it out. So go out there and get in the living room and start fooling around. And he takes off his shirt. And he has a Aryan Nation white supremacy tattoo on his entire ribcage. Not small at all. Because on his fucking entire goddamn, on his entire ribcage. You know what I'm saying? And so you see this, and you have to understand. I'm in an America Beirut right now. All right, just these are not fancy apartments. This is not a rich part of town. I am the only nigga. You know what I'm saying? There was a plaque on the wall with the last time a nigga came into that part of fucking town. You know what I mean? That's how white this place was. You know what I mean? I was like, okay. So I was like, what is that? You know what I mean? And he's like, well, and when we were driving over there, he was talking about how he had been in prison, and he used to be angry, and but listen, I'm from Philly, so in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, I get it, niggas. Most people I know have been in prison at least once, regardless of the severity of their crime. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, maybe not most. I don't want to make any producers or anybody. Very few of my friends would ever be in prison. This is all part of my act. But going back to what I was saying, you know what I mean? So, having met so many people that have been in a jail at some point in their life, you kind of realize it's like, yeah, okay, you've been in jail, you have anger management issues, yeah, you're a comedian. What open mics do you hit? You know what I mean? But he was like, when I was in, yes, he was raised to be a racist, And it's funny because that line, I have my joke, I wrote way before the situation. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Full circle. You want to come full circle on that? That joke is old. It just haven't worked. It's a 9-minute joke. It's my longest joke, and I have to get it ready for another Black Lives Matter show. So it's but yeah, it's my longest joke. You guys want? Should I do it?
I mean, it's going on, right?
No, I guess I should. I guess I did. I fucked a former Aryan Nation white supremacist. Ron Bush, fucked a former Aryan Nation white supremacist in his butt. And I enjoyed it.
Hip hip, hooray! Hooray!
America! Fuck yeah!
That's a long story short right there.
And I was saying earlier, it's really fucked up. I called Mike Moritor right after it happened because it was such a bizarre experience because you're running all these emotions. It's like you're seeing this. I mean, it's an area. I showed you a picture. Of course, I got a picture. Of this tattoo. You know what I mean? And so it's like right there while you're doing this, dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and he's into. I'm not going to paint the picture, but let's just say it was like a WWE match. And you have Hulk Hogan
Ladder match, or?
versus Mankind in a ladder cage match, and there's a roof, and there's like those big horned things from Lord of the Rings sweeping through every once in a while, throwing men from side to side. You know what I mean? And maybe every once in a while a wraith from like Lord of the comes down, and I come in like Kamala, and that's foreplay. It's that's what we call. You know, what you guys don't relate.
No,
He's oddly turned on right now. He doesn't know why. He doesn't know what.
Taking mental notes.
Right? Yeah. I understand. 428 South Mariposa, Los Angeles. I'm here, me. You know, listen. Okay, so.
Does anyone have a pen?
right. Yeah. I forgot what I was in that joke. So okay, so you know, but you realize that those are just racist thoughts, right? And I think what's important is everybody has them. You have to realize what they are, so when they come up, you know how to react to them. You know what I mean? Because like I have my own racist views, right? You know, like and listen, okay, so hear me out. Mine is with my Asian brothers and sisters, and truthfully, I don't have a problem with my Asian brothers and sisters. I've slept with so many of them, right? You know, but when I see them on YouTube or World Star, and they're breakdancing better than I ever fucking could. Listen, I'm an old motherfucker. We came up when the game got started, nigga, and these motherfuckers is out there. What the fuck? My body couldn't move like that, nigga. And all of a sudden they're spinning on their head. And they got those little snow cone fucking hats, and the fucking hats never fucking come off their fucking head. How the fuck do they do that bullshit? You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting pissed the fuck off. And then they fucking freeze, and if they're fucking Japanese, right? Just say if they're Japanese, their legs, when they spin and their legs freeze, it's in the shape of Chinese characters. It's not even the same fucking language. What are they up to, right? They're taking over breakdancing, and I don't know about that. Don't look at me like that, sir. You know, but that's right. You can totally see, like, maybe like 5 years from now, they're gonna come up with Sony PS10 with brand new nigga. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a hologram Kanye West come out that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Talk about you can call me nigga. Hey, you know. But that's just my racist views. You know what I'm saying? And it's stupid. And everybody's racist view is stupid, right? I mean, when you think about it, right? It's stupid, right? Yeah. But I was thinking about that, and I realized it's like, you know, you can be a racist and do the right thing, right? Let me tell you what happened, right? So I was in Alpharetta, Georgia. I used to be in the tech industry. Had a brand new Volvo, pulling into this gas station. This woman is pulling out. She doesn't see my car because she's not looking the right way. She almost T-bones my car. Our car's never hit. I pull into the gas station. She pulls around, rolls the window down, calls me nigger and boy. In under 30 seconds. Nigger and boy, right? Right, you know?
It's fucked up.
You know what I mean? Now listen, you guys kind of you get a feel for me. I'm a man who's made a lot of mistakes in my life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, I've made mistakes.
Hooking up with a guy with a swastika? No.
I did that on purpose. Never forget. You know, today I take responsibility for my actions. It's still, I mean, the anger that was coming up through that was, I'm still trying to process it, but it's so hot. We've had sex like 5-6 times. I'm sorry.
Wow.
White supremacist has to be on the bucket list of any whore dog like me. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's like, who did you bang? I banged a white supremacist? No. Totally. Fucking dog that shit, bro. Fucking high five model. Yeah, I got it. Sorry about that. This is disgusting. My mother raised me better than this. Just anyone who has any questions, do not question if she did a bad job. She did a wonderful job. Hi, Mom. I get paid to do this. You were wrong. You know, but you can be a racist and do the right thing. Let me tell you what happened, right? So listen, I'm a man who made a lot of mistakes, and you know, maybe being in Alpharetta, Georgia, with a brand new Volvo was one of them. You know, and you could say that, you know, telling her that she could suck my big black dick, you ugly fucking whore, you and your ugly ass fucking baby, you know what I'm saying, was a mistake, right? And it wasn't, because the baby was fucking ugly. You know what I mean? Listen, don't listen to this. I knew the baby was ugly. She knew the fucking baby was ugly. That fucking baby knew that baby was ugly. Okay? Wouldn't even look at itself in the mirror. Like, right. She gets out of the fucking car. She's like, "Oh, you gonna talk to me like that, boy? You gonna talk to me like that, boy?" You know, like, Jesus fucking Christ. You know what I'm saying? And listen, like I said, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. That means I've snorted a lot of cocaine with countless strippers. I mean, just. I speak from experience. Okay, as fucked up as it is, I speak from experience. You know, and I know crazy when I see it. You know, I get the fuck out of there. I'm like, you know, don't leave. She takes my tag. Cops call me. You know what I'm saying? She tells me that you put your hands on her, so you have to turn yourself in under 1890 common law. I know what you think. What's 1890 common law? I said, what's 1890 common law? Like, 1890 common law? 1890 common law is the law that we used to lock up people back in 1890, real common like. That's what 1890 common law is. You gonna go down there to the station, turn yourself in. Right? You know, so I have to hire, true story, I have to hire bail bondsman, meet me down there. Because Alpharetta, Georgia has been having meth epidemic ever since meth was invented. There's a couple that was always beating themselves up. They joked about it as they left. There's only a few police officers. So the actual judge who saw my case decided he was going to come down and actually fingerprint me and check me in. I know what you're thinking. Separation of powers, absolutely. And just, and whilst, the cops were going, so we're talking, and he's starting, small talk. He's like, boy, you ain't like the rest of them. Right here is you. And I know what you think, there were no other niggas in the building. So this was either going to go really good or really, really bad. You know what I mean? We start talking sports. He's like, you see that game last night? Let me tell you something, boy. My skin was just a little bit darker. I could have bigger dig and do a 3-pointer. Sign me up. Right, you know what I'm saying? I know what you're thinking. He's not my type. and by the way, no, you can't make this up. You can't write this. This writes itself, right? But what's fucked up is that when you talk to a racist, long enough, you realize that you have something in common. He's like, let me tell you something, boy. This woman here, she's a fucking racist. But she's also a fucking cunt. Like, oh my God, he's a sexist, just like me. I objectify white men for the dirty little fuck pigs that you are. I'm sorry, sir. And that's my time. That'll be it right there. I really appreciate you guys listening.
Holy shit! I'm glad to finally have you on.
I am so happy to be here. Thank you.
We've known each other. I feel like I met you when I got out here. Like almost 3-4 years now I've been out here. You've met my wife. Yes. You knew us before we even had a baby.
I was thinking when I was sitting back there watching, me and you 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Went to the White Trash Thanksgiving Day Bash.
That was so fucking fun.
In Orange County.
Yeah.
And we did stand up with music. It was me, you, and Rab. And that was it, right? It was me, you, and Rab. Was somebody else?
Talk about white supremacists. I mean, it was like before even Get Out, the movie, but it was like we were. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
man.
Brett Douglas and those guys are amazing.
And they made some good fucking food.
Yeah, they're still dear friends of mine, I've known you for at least 3.5. Because I knew you about 6 months then.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and so yeah, I've known you about 3.5 years.
You're such always a good dude, man. I really appreciate you being out here, you know.
You're good friend, brother.
Yeah, and you know what? I even saved the last blunt for you, good sir.
I love it. Thank you very much.
Get this going.
It's fucked up. I was so fucking high, dude. I've been back here smoking blunts the entire time. I'm like, God damn, boy.
It's the High Tonight show.
Dude, I've
It's
said
the
10 words since I sat down. How do you think
There's a blunt coming back right now.
Yeah.
I mean, so, you know, I wanted to ask you, what is it? You got a lot of things going on. You have such a fucking history. I remember getting to know you. You talked about, like, I think it was selling computers or some shit like that.
Yeah, I used to be in the tech industry.
And I don't even want to ask you how old you are, because you could never tell, you know? Like, I mean, it could be fucking probably like an eternity or some shit. You probably lived 3 lives. The way you speak, it's just got something to it, you know?
Well, I'm 49 years old.
No shit.
Just turned 49 in March.
That's beautiful, man. Look at you. There's not a wrinkle on this man's face.
I'll be honest with you. It's the only thing. It's the only thing I tend to lie about because people get so hung up.
It's
on
Hollywood.
Your age that it becomes just like, you know what, dude? We've been talking about this for like 15 minutes, and I'm over this. So it's like, you know, it's the only thing. But yeah, I do appreciate that. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say about it. You know, I think it's because of all the young men I sleep with.
You still the essence. And that's all right. So I had 2 questions for you. I mean, you got so fucking, I mean, you gave us so, you gave me a mental image, and I have to know, did you jizz on that tattoo, on that hate tattoo? Was it like a target for you? And question number 2, did you let him call you the N-word during it?
He did not.
Okay.
He did not.
He never let it slip. Never, huh?
I've had that happen, and and we've talked about that at Marty's. Actually, I'm not the only comedian. I'm not the only brother who's had somebody we've been sleeping with call us the N-word while we're having sex with them.
Right.
His thing was he's more into being dominated and everything like that. So that's what was going on there. I don't want to get too graphic. I will say this, and I didn't want to get into this because again I don't want to get into the full details.
Oh yeah, it's a joke, yeah.
But the truth of the matter is that in the middle of what we were doing, his brother walked into the living room.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Is he a racist as well?
I'm thinking, you know, I think the funniest thing that happened out of that, besides the entire story, is so his brother walks in and he sees what's going on, and his brother, we'll just say his brother's being dominated, you know, and you know, and I'm Jamaican, so everybody knows what that means when it comes to a black man being naked. He walks in and he sees this, and the look on his face is just utter shock, just like, oh my God. Okay, I mean, that's his brother, that's his younger brother. Just getting, just like,
yes.
I don't even know what I would do if I walked in and saw my brother getting fucking tore up like that. I don't know what do you do? What do you do with that? And again, there's a fucking swastika on his fucking rib cage.
That's story. It sounds like an ad-lib.
So he runs into the bathroom, and you know his brother runs into the bedroom, and they're arguing back and forth. Why didn't you tell me and call me? And you know I left my keys in the car and shit. And you know I'm pulling my clothes on, and I think that the funniest moment for me was his brother comes walking out, and our eyes meet, and that's the look of men, I call it. Right? You're a man, I'm a man. You know what I mean? You just saw this thing happen. You know what I mean? And you know, right? And I didn't know what to say to him, you know, and because he was coming out of the bathroom towards me, and I just said, ordinarily I would introduce myself.
Ordinarily.
I gotta go. Gotta go. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm done. This has been real. While there are no shotguns and while I'm still alive, I can still run to this fucking vehicle and get the fuck out of here. I am gone.
I don't remember that part of
Holy
American
shit.
Oh man.
American history.
He did, and he has met me in Salt Lake City at my hotel a few other times.
Oh, wow. You like him?
we have great sexual chemistry, and he's actually a nice guy. I mean, you know, it's really interesting is this story, you know, because it's like you hear okay, so that joke, I wrote that joke last year, and.
Oh right,
you know,
so you mentioned that
right.
You said that before it even happened.
Yeah, I wrote that joke last year.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I say when I have longer sets because it's literally a 10-minute joke. You know what I mean? And it has to be for the right type of room or something like that. Let's talk about deep racism. I mean, I'm not that type of a master. You know what I mean? I'm not ready to put that type of work up in a room. It's like, but so you meet this guy, and he's like, he was literally raised a racist. Parents racist. All you could, the only job opportunities you had was, selling drugs, which is like just like Philly, just like in the streets, just like in urban, and so the cops know you. So every time they see you, they're pulling you over. So you're getting busted. So he ends up in the pen. And so you have to join a gang. So you have to put the fucking tattoo on your ribcage. And now you're fucking, it's like, dude. And now you love black men. It's a complete natural journey.
That's something else.
That's what happened to Eric Abbenante.
Oh man! So is there anything online you want to promote? Anything you got coming out?
I do. Thank you. I have. We relaunched our website, flippedOutComedy.com.
Check that out.
And RonBushOnline.com.
All right.
As been touring a good bit. We're gonna be
you
doing
have.
Some of that. Yeah, we're gonna be doing more of that. We're about to shoot some really cool stuff, so go there and see that. We restarted a monthly at the Grafton Hotel, diagonally across the street from the Comedy Store. Okay. And our next night is our second night is the 24th, Sunday, free parking, $10.
No shit.
And we're gonna be filtering all the comedians through and promoting it so we get in real people.
That's the place that just got built?
Yeah, what they do is they closed their restaurant. They turned it into a lounge.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, so it's a door. Because I had a comedy night there before that just ended up doing really well, but they had to stop it because people were saying "fuck you" too loud in the lobby while people were trying to check in.
Oh man, I'm definitely gonna go check that out.
Yeah, you're gonna be on the show.
Oh fuck yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Ron Bush. He was fucking awesome. Yeah! Killer man. He's gonna close out the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Glenn Bolton.
Yeah!
Episode 14.
I've been seeing a lot of debate on the internet lately as to whether something is, whether someone is racist or they're mentally ill. Right? As if they aren't the same fucking things. Like, way to split hairs, people. I don't think anyone's ever heard a Klansman say something like, that guy seems really together. Like, no. He could start off with the most sensible shit ever, too. Make sure you're getting at least 8 hours of sleep a night. Right? Because really, aside from feeling tired, you're also gonna get sick easier. It fucks with your immune system. Things like that, right? By the way, fuck the Jews. Seriously, man? I fuck you, dude. I'm sleeping 2 hours a night for the rest of my life, you piece of shit. So dumb, man. It's ridiculous. And speaking of race, I'm tired of the internet telling me how to feel about shit. Okay? Saw an article that read, here's why, as a person of color, you should be upset about cultural appropriation. I was like, yeah, you're right. With all the unarmed black men getting shot by the police. I'm also supposed to be pissed off about white dudes with dreadlocks. That's a big deal. Give a fuck. Besides, man, I've met a lot of cool white dudes with dreadlocks, man. I'm not gonna lie. If it weren't for those guys, I would have never had good weed in college. I've been to a slightly stupid concert, okay? It's fun as fuck. Played hacky sack and shit. Got high enough to the point of being like, I get it, bro. I get it, dude. It's just fucking, it just makes you guys feel fucking united, It makes you feel as one. I mean, we are just kicking around a piece of yarn with sand in it. To do some shit that's that lame, you gotta be cool with each other, right? Like, yeah, man. I don't think there's a single family right now who's like had a relative deported, sitting around a table going, "Man, fuck ICE." And you know what else, bro? I saw white people, and they were making tacos, bro. They didn't put cilantro or nothing, bro. It's fucked up. It's like I highly doubt people that are actually going through shit are worried about bullshit like white people making tacos, man. That's the fucking most ridiculous form of white guilt ever. It's like, should I be cooking this? I don't know. It's got flavor to it. Should we? Can we do this? It's fucking out of control, man. I feel like the PC shit is out of control in general. I feel like we're just taking it way overboard, man. I saw this guy post, here's why, as a male feminist, I think Valentine's Day is bullshit. It's just an excuse for dudes to buy girls stuff just so they can try to fuck them, man. Way to dehumanize women, fellas. Sad face emoji. I'm like, dude, if that's not a pussy Hail Mary if I've ever seen one. That's a weird way to put it, right? Dehumanizing women? Is that what we're doing? Having sex with a woman is dehumanizing to her? Is that how we're saying it now? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I only fuck humans, man. Like, that's all I fuck. All I fuck is humans. That's it. Like, it's exclusive, man. That ain't like, it's crazy because if you think about it, like, if you're not careful, you can make a whole new human. Maybe we should call it rehumanizing. It sounds a lot more logical. Hate when people try to get the moral high ground on you, make what you say about them, you know? I was at a bar with my friends, we were talking about movies, and I was like, yeah, I've seen that movie. It was fucking retarded, man. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm obviously not making fun of people that are developmentally challenged, right? No, I was just talking about how fucking retarded that movie was. Like a wasted $8.50, man. The guy turns around and he's like, hey, bro, these are his exact words. This is a true story, okay? Can you put that caption up at the bottom of the screen when you... No, it's a true story. No bullshit. Word for word. This guy goes, hey, bro, you can't say that word here. My daughter died from being retarded. Oh my god. Like, well, first off, congratulations on being able to say that with a straight face, sir. Second off, maybe you should learn how to word a fucking sentence better. I'm way too high for this, dude. Now I'm thinking your daughter was like running late for school and decided to make her Pop-Tarts while she was in the bathtub, you know? That's good. They walk into the... Well, you know what's funny? I'm about to make a joke about a kid getting electrocuted and like, you're closer. Yeah, right. They walk into the bathroom and find her floating in the tub and shit.
That's one for a woman.
And the husband walks in. He's like, "God damn it, honey! Well, she was being retarded. Now she's dead." Like, who's gonna? Did he say that to himself? Looks like we gotta rehumanize now. All right, I'm gonna close this bitch out with a song. You guys have been dope so far.
Yeah, Bolton.
Yo. You ever go to a restaurant and you sit down and you look around and you see a lot of shit that's just kind of out of place and you want to just tell somebody? So this song goes out to you guys. Check it. I don't know what the fuck that was. I've smoked so much weed. Alright. Listen. I want to speak to a manager. I need to speak to a manager. This patty is tough, there's a crack in my cup, and my coffee is colder than Canada. This shit is so scandalous. I should sue you for damages. I just don't understand this shit. How do you fuck up sandwiches? You gotta be kidding me. These are undercooked chicken wings. On your cook, I might have to swing. If I catch them out in the streets. This place ain't the cleanest. And why are my utensils plastic? What the fuck is this green shit? You bunch of filthy bastards. How'd you get that? How'd you get that? How'd you get that A in the window though? How'd you get that? How'd you get that? How'd you get that A in the window? How'd you get that? How'd you get that A in the window? How'd you get that? How'd you get that? How'd you get that A in the window? Yeah. You mother of all fuckers. Yeah. Would you like to speak to a manager? Woo! I am the manager. If you were just planning to come run a scam on us, know that we got you on camera. Your order is wrong? Tell me what are the damages. If you're feeling this strong, maybe you should stay home next time. Make your own fucking sandwiches. And bro, you see what I see? A plate of fully cooked chicken wings. If you swing on my chef, I'ma come from the left with a kick to your chest. That's on everything. We've been serving since '93. Complaints about cleanliness not a peep. But you come in here talking shit to my ear and you claiming that we do not keep it clean. Well, we got that. But we got that. But we got that A in the window. We got that. But we got that. But we got that. We got that A in the window. But we got that. But we got that. We got that A in the window. Yeah. Scamming ass motherfucker. Yeah.
We got that A in the window, though.
Alright. I just seen a waitress serving food from off the ground. I'ma call the health department, nigga. I ain't fucking around. I just told them about this place. They say they own the way now. Nigga, that A gon' be a C. Let's shut this motherfucker down. Shut this motherfucker down. Shut this motherfucker down. Nigga, that A gon' be a C. I shut this motherfucker down. Shut this motherfucker down. Shut this motherfucker down. Nigga, that A gon' be a C. I shut this motherfucker down. Now y'all got a C in the window though. Now y'all got a C in the window though. Now y'all got a C in the window though. Now y'all got a C in the window though. Yeah. I told you about these motherfuckers. Keyboard solo for no reason in this bitch. What's up? But seriously, if I come up in your shit and I see a rat crawl across the fucking floor, I'm shutting this motherfucker down, man. If you try to give me some bread that's so old, it's so fucking hard, I almost chipped my tooth trying to bite into that motherfucker, and you trying to have me out here looking like 03 Fabulous, I'm shutting this motherfucker down, man. If I get some coffee that's so fucking cold and there's a dead bug floating in it, I'm shutting this motherfucker down. Y'all ain't hearing me out here. Peace out, guys. You guys have been awesome.
Yeah! Bolton, ladies and gentlemen. Night Tonight Show. Finally got that back to work. Episode 14. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap. You guys have a good night. We'll see you next week.
I'm Mexican. I got Mexican sisters and shit. I remember growing up, I would see them, they would do this weird huachita shit. Like they would pluck off their eyebrows completely and then draw them back on with that like Nike symbol art. I'm like, why are you doing this shit? You spend 2 hours getting the perfect arch Like, when's the last time the dude ever said, like, I was gonna smash, but this bitch had, like, really bad arches? Like, never. And you're gonna go to the club, and you're gonna sweat this shit off, because you drew it on me. And we're gonna smash anyway. You look like this emotionless, just like no features with glitter and shit, like a pixie bitch. And we're gonna fuck, we don't care, we don't even tell you. Your eyebrows are on the pillow and shit. The point is you're beautiful. So just stop it, ladies. Alright? That's 2 hours that we could have been chilling. You guys have a good fucking night. Channel 310.